Time to talk a little football with our main man, JB, Coach Jason Brown, Last Chance U. You guys remember JB from Last Chance U. You remember from this show. I want to talk a little bit about Caleb Williams and a video that I saw with the USC quarterback that's headed to the NFL draft. I'm starting to think this guy is undraftable. This segment is brought to you by our great friends at Cardio Miracle. Support healthy blood flow and deliver more vitamins, nutrients, and minerals to your entire body. Get started now for a healthier, happier you by visiting cardiomiracle.com/fearless. Receive 10% off your first order, 15% off if you choose to subscribe and save. They also offer a 60-day, no-risk, 100% money-back guarantee. JB, I want to play you this video. It's very short I think we have the video of Caleb Williams on the sidelines. Oh, maybe we don't have the video. On the sidelines, and he's oh, there it is. Yeah, he's waving his pink phone cover. The guy's got the painted fingernails. I think he's been in a dress. Now I don't know. I don't know what to make of Caleb Williams. He would be off of my draft board. I just don't think this works in the locker room, in a football locker room. And I know how progressive and woke things have become, but I just don't see him as a leader in a football locker room. It's just too feminine. Your thoughts?
Yeah. So allegedly it's his phone, right? We don't know if it's his sister's, girlfriend's, mother's. We don't know. I'm just going to try to stay out of that one. All I know is this. What is this? I just have a problem, and I think it's generational, Jason. I think we're going to be the ones, we're considered the old ones on the porch yelling at the clouds. The ones that defend Caleb are going to be his teammates in that era. Generational age gap difference, I think, is the one that's the alarming one here. But the fact of the matter is the coaches and the GMs drafting this kid are our age. And I don't see how they can see all the glaring issues that we've seen as a leader of men and draft him first. I don't see it. They made a glaring mistake in getting rid of Justin Fields on a Chicago roster that has gotten better. And now they're going to start all over with an unknown commodity in Caleb Williams. I just think they're making a huge, grave mistake. And I just couldn't do it. I can't do it. And I don't know whose phone it is. Don't care. The nails are painted again. I mean, it looks like he's got like lips gloss on or something. I don't know, but it just gives me some vibes that I just don't want my quarterback to have leading a group of men, supposedly gladiator men, in a locker room in the NFL. That's just me, and I'm the old man on the porch yelling at the clouds.
My other issue with Caleb Williams is I just don't think he's as talented as everyone makes him out to be.
I don't either.
I don't like small quarterbacks. For one, I think the perfect height for a quarterback is 6'3", 6'4". This guy, is he 6 foot or,
maybe.
Again, I know there's some small guys that are having success in the NFL, but I don't see this incredible arm talent. And I know quarterbacks are asked to do a lot less than they used to be. But I just don't see that. And then when you mix in, and this is the thing that I think I'm about to connect some dots here, JB, and see if it tracks with you. I'm going to connect it to this whole Diddy thing. And so Diddy is now a laughing stock. And people are now saying no Diddy. And they're saying no Diddy instead of no HOMO.
Well, now it's pause.
And so
pause.
Yeah. Pause. Yeah. Okay.
Pause replaced.
So now they're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what the pause thing is. I'm too old.
That replaced the no HOMO.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I think this whole Diddy thing and the way hip hop is being exposed and the way Cat Williams is exposing Hollywood as this whole gay sex cult. Again, that's what Cat Williams is basically alleging. These big D deviants are about to get exposed, and now you got the Diddy thing. I think the level of, and I'll use their word even though I really don't believe in this, I'll use their word though, the level of homophobia is about to amp up in sports and within the culture. And so all of this feminine stuff that Caleb Williams is doing is like, I just don't think it's going to play in a locker room. It's not going to be cool to be metrosexual anymore. And I think there's going to start to, even all these players that are wearing dresses and carrying purses and dressing up for the runway, walking into NBA arenas and stadiums, I think they're going to start backing up on that because of the heat that Diddy is taking, and there's just going to be a lot less of that, and that's why I think this Caleb Williams thing just isn't going to work.
And by the way, if that is his girl's phone or whoever's phone, and everyone keeps saying in my mentions on Twitter, well, he sure was carrying the same phone, hugging his mom, so he must carry his mom's phone around a lot. But let me dive into this one. This is the inch by inch insertion, if I may, of force feeding us by spoon or by fork or by whatever, that women, that this these other genders that use these words, pronouns or whatever, are allowed into, and it's all inclusive. Women should coach in the NFL. I'm going viral right now because I said they should not. They should never. I don't believe they should referee in the NFL. I am on this kick right now because I'm the only one telling the truth, and I'm saying that what others won't say. I will not be surprised. I told Steve Kim earlier on my show this morning with Smitty, that is on the other side of it. Wait till we put a woman in a Pro Bowl, because that's the inch by inch insertion that we're trying to do. They're going to put a woman in the Pro Bowl because it's played in flags, right? Flag football. We'll have a woman get in there, and then that'll be the first step. And then the second one will be they'll walk them out as a kicker in the NFL game. And then the next one will be a head football coach in the NFL will be a woman. And then I'm telling you, why would you get rid of the hip toss tackle, the hip drop tackle? Why would you get rid of kickoff? Why would you get rid of hitting the quarterback? Why would you get hitting high, low in the O-line, D-line? Why have you got rid of the wedge buster in kickoff and kickoff return? Why have you stopped hitting guys over the middle and it just crackback blocks on change of possessions? Addition by subtraction, Jason, is a real thing in life, but I think subtraction by addition is also a real thing. And we take away, thinking that we're adding. We're actually adding to the problem, not the solution. And we're taking away more and more and more. Why are we having more injuries than ever before then, Jason? Why is there less minutes played per player than ever before? Why is it that we have corporate America who are funding and filling the seats in our NFL stadiums, not the fan painting his face? Why is it? Because this is the all-inclusive world we live in. We want women to be a part of everything. I don't want to be a MAC makeup Macy's worker, Jason. I don't want to be in a woman's space. And I've talked to Eric Weddle. I've talked to Tank John. I've talked to these NFL players, and I'd be damned if I let my daughter coach men in the NFL. Because you and I both know what that locker room's like and what we're going to look at them as. And it's not as a coach. It's as a piece of meat. And it's just a joke to me that we're trying to make this fit, this round peg in this square hole. I don't get it. And I don't understand the beta males out there who agree with the females who are arguing, and why I've had head coaches from women's universities agree with me. Why are 99% of the women agreeing with me, and the beta males in the world who probably don't wear the pants in their home are disagreeing with me? We have a problem when men are disagreeing with me and the females are agreeing with me. That's just a telltale sign.
JB, you make a point that I've been making for years. This whole belief that everything is for everybody is what is destroying American culture, because everything isn't for everybody. And I give simple analogies where people just think I'm making fun of myself and I'm just trying to be funny. But size 34 jeans aren't for me. And so they shouldn't take a size 42 jeans and put a size 34 on it so I can pretend like I'm wearing a size 34. So look, there's choices we make and there's limitations, and happiness is based off expectations. And so now we're infusing to women like, oh, you can't be truly happy and you can't be truly free unless you can be a coach in the NFL. Or unless you can, a man, you can't really be happy unless everybody pretends like you're a woman and lets you swim against little girls and women. This whole thing that everything is for everybody. No, it's not. There are certain things that just aren't for me.
I want to read you something.
If you go, yeah,
I want to read you something from a 4-year coaching friend of mine. Okay, I'm not going to say the name, and I can't say the woman because you can easily find out who this is. Loved your take on the women in coaching situation, JB. We experienced a very similar thing at the University of Blank, where I coach at currently. Our current assistant tight end coach is now the assistant coach for Blank NFL franchise, and her name is Blank. She was on our staff here at Blank University in 2021. A year or so prior, she played in the Women's League. No prior GA experience, no coaching experience, no NFL obvious playing experience. Her one season with us at Blank University, she worked with the kickers because she really didn't know much about ball. She really struggled in the office doing other assigned duties, but our 2021 season ended. Our head coach gets a call from coach so-and-so in the NFL to do a background check on her. And little bit to nothing, fast forward to now, the same defensive and special teams coach she worked with in 21 on our staff can't even get a reply text message from this lady as she is too big for us now. This is the issue with inclusiveness. Like, she doesn't belong, she didn't belong, and there's no offense or sexist takes or none of that. I love women. She doesn't belong in the NFL space. She doesn't belong in that locker room, or being honest, who's taking her serious out there? And if I'm being coached by her, it's going one ear out the other. And now that she believes that she really belongs and she is too big to even respond to the coaches who actually helped her at the college level. So this is becoming a big problem, and it's going to be bigger than you think here very shortly. And I just think sports is dead, man. I'm really starting to believe that sports as we knew it is dead. And I'm all for change, Jason. I'm all for change, and I'm going to hear all that stuff. It's not always a good thing. And this isn't one of those good changes.
JB, I'm going to circle back to connecting this to Diddy, and I'm not going to name a name, but someone, an all-time great athlete who has experience at all levels of sports, made the point to me that, hey man, these owners of professional sports franchises in the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, they're all the same guys. They're invested in the music industry as well. And so all of the perversion you see in the music industry, these guys are all involved in it. That's their business. And they're bringing those values to professional sports. And so this sexual fluidity, it's a movement, and they want it in professional sports. And so when you start bringing women into these environments, and for people that really know athletes, because there will be people that don't know athletes and will sit around and think, well, the athletes, man, all they do, they screw the most beautiful Instagram models. And the reality is, no, these guys screw a buffet. The same guy that may be with the hottest girl on the planet, the next day may be with a 250-pound woman that you'd be like, what's he doing with her? And so you start injecting women, whether they're lesbian or bisexual or whatever, you're setting off a sexual Olympics within your workplace. And you drop a Caleb Williams in there and some of these other guys, and everybody's doing everything. It's just like the music industry. And the next thing you know, 10 years from now, it won't be P. Diddy. It'll be some high-profile quarterback, Caleb Williams, who's the P. Diddy of the NFL and is orchestrating a sexual cult inside the NFL. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just these are all the same people instilling all the same values.
It might sound crazy to folks that haven't had the privilege to be around the people that I'm about to mention, that you've been around, that I've been around. I was told by a billionaire this last week with my buddy Pat Perez, golfer. We got to hang out with a couple of people, and this is a multi-billionaire. He said there's H's, there's T's, there's M's, and there's B's. And I'm sitting there listening. He said, the H's are the guys that have hundreds of dollars in their pocket. The T's have thousands. The M's have millions, and the B's have billions. And they all hang out in that particular genre. Hundredaires hang out with hundredaires. Thousandaires hang out with thousandaires. And millionaires hang out with millionaires. Billionaires hang out with who they want to. And they know who they want to. And everyone wants to be with them. It doesn't matter what field you're in or what made you a billionaire. Billionaires get the same opportunities as everyone you're mentioning. And this guy I've known for a while, and he mentioned this. I've been approached by these weirdos, these Holly weirdos. I know it's real. I know the NFL owners also are in that billionaire club that get approached by these weirdos. And this is what it is. It's a real thing, Jason. And I'll even take it a step further. What you're leading up to is a perfect example of, in my opinion, the whole fake culture of the BBL and the fake lips and the fake breasts and the fake butt and all that. They all have to fit in and be part of the Joneses. They aren't genuine people no more. Everyone wants to fit in and be some crazy YouTuber, IG model, someone like that. And the majority isn't that. The minority is, but the minority is the voice. And the majority are the silent ones. We won't speak up. We're scared of cancel culture. We're scared to say the real thing. We're scared to tell the truth. And when you tell the truth, we're just labeled a hater. You and I will be labeled haters today because we called out what we see in Caleb Williams, Shedeur Sanders yesterday. I'm tired of hearing about that. All these different things. And it's like, no, it's the truth. And you just don't like the truth because you can't handle the truth. And it's unfortunate because you have a feminine energy about yourself. That's who can't handle the truth. And it's like, there's a reason, Jason, there's more 20-year-olds to 25-year-olds with low testosterone in this country than ever before. That's fact. Why? I mean, it's crazy, right? Like, why? There's a gender role going on, Jason. There's a gender fight going on right now. And women, there's more alpha women in the world right now than we've ever had before, and less alpha males. There's so many beta males out here who actually think that women should coach in the NFL. Like, what? Like, why are you even forcing it, Jason? Because they're scared. They're forcing it so that their wives who actually wear the pants in the house won't rip them a new one when they get home. And they're saying, you better respond to Coach AB, boy. You better respond to him right now. And he doesn't want to respond, but he has to for his wife who wears the pants. It's crazy.
JB, thank you so much. We got to go. Thank you. Great job as always. We'll see you next time.
Waiting for the countdown, coming off the breakdown, standing in line for freedom. Looking for a breakout, feeling like a standoff, nothing in life like freedom. Came like a fighter, striking like a ladder, making all this moves for freedom. I won't